Copper cuts the ribbon on its newest chairlift, a 3-chair to Tucker Mountain. Phil Lindeman, Crystal 93 News. First, it's been a hellish holiday for staff at the Frisco Post Office. Crystal 93 received an anonymous news tip claiming just 2 year-round employees and 1 postmaster are working 15 to 16-hour days this holiday. They're on the job 6 days a week and still cannot keep up with demand. But they've had a little help thanks to what the post office calls resource sharing. Spokesman James Boxroot.
So during Christmas, obviously, the holiday period, we get a lot more packages. So then we'll go ahead and we'll borrow the resources from other offices just to kind of dig out and dig in.
Boxroot could not immediately confirm if the Frisco Post Office is fully staffed this holiday, and Postmaster Jim Armstrong declined to comment. But he had this to say.
This Christmas season has been one of the hardest that I've ever experienced. And the people in Frisco, they have treated my staff admirably with a lot of patience.
In the words of our sheriff, treat everyone with kindness, dignity, and respect, no matter the season. It was a party at Copper Bowl today for grand opening of Summit County's newest chairlift, the Three Bears chair, with service to blacks and double blacks on Tucker Mountain. Steph Sweeney with the resort.
This is fantastic for Copper. It gives us access to Tucker Mountain, which is our most extreme expert terrain here on the mountain. So you'll be able to find snow days after a storm.
Three Bears opened to the public at 10 a.m. and Sabrina from Denver was not going to miss it.
I am a longtime Copper fan, and this is some great terrain that has never been so easily accessible, and so we're going to make some great turns out there today.
The Three Bears lift is 10 years in the making, and take it from Sabrina. In the past, it was a mission to summit Tucker.
It's a long hike if you took the snowcat up to get to the very top here. This lift is going to drop us right at the access point for the steepest and best skiing.
Not everyone today was tempting the chutes and steeps at Tucker, like Laura, a part-time Frisco resident.
We definitely could use some more snow, but yeah, I mean, it's still fun. It's always a good day to get out on the mountain rather than just sitting around and doing nothing.
Out skiing one last day before heading back home was Helena, stretching her legs for the 16-hour drive to Iowa.
Happy to be here, get some skiing in.
The snowfall outlook has changed since yesterday, with less snow now in the forecast. The CAIC expects 1 to 3 inches today and maybe 2 inches tomorrow. Take it from a veteran snowboard instructor. Progression is all about decision-making.
New instructors will go out and what they'll say all day is like, okay, do this, follow me, do this, follow me, follow me, follow me. And what happens is that then the guests don't have the ability to make their own decisions.
That was Tony Macri, a Copper instructor with more than 2 decades of experience. If you're a beginner, he warns you might hate that first day of snowboarding, but after that, the basics come fast.
Somebody that's fairly athletic and in good shape, they can look to be, especially a private lesson, look to be starting to link turns towards the end of that day.
The progression from beginner to intermediate is slower and harder.
Once you become intermediate, there's so many different ways you can go, whether it's getting more into like all mountain sort of stuff, bumps and trees and steeps and stuff like that, or going towards the freestyle realm, getting in the park.
Moving from intermediate to advanced is less about skills and more about confidence.
They're making decisions for different specific reasons. And as they do that, they'll start to find the easier way and more appropriate way to do things, and then they'll be able to coordinate their movements to their decision-making.
Every local ski area offers lessons for skiers and riders of all abilities with half and full day options. Pro snowboarder Jaeger Bailey committed suicide in Mammoth Lakes on Christmas Day. He was 26. Bailey won Snowboarder Magazine's Rookie of the Year honor in 2013 and was better known for video edits than Olympic medals. The magazine's editors write, "Snowboarding lost one of its most colorful, charismatic, creative, talented, and authentic individuals." If you or someone you know needs help this holiday season, call the free suicide prevention hotline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. In sports, the Avalanche play the Wild tonight at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, the Nuggets play the Grizzlies. The Avalanche play the Stars. And on Sunday, the Broncos face the Raiders at 2:25 on CBS. The Nuggets play the Kings at 6. And in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon, tonight is opening game of a 2-game rivalry series for the Breckenridge Vipers when they host the Vail Yeti in Breck. Game time is 7:45 at Stephen C. West Ice Arena. Get tickets at the door or online at breckvipers.com. Phil Lindeman, Crystal 93 News.